At the National Distillery Company in New Zealand, we're very fortunate to be one of the only distilleries in New Zealand to be able to make all our base spirits ourselves, and that is the biggest part of our philosophy. We want to touch grain to glass. This is our mash tun right here, and this is where all the magic happens. So we have an agitator at the back, which is like a big whisk, and then we put our corn or our wheat or our raw ingredients in. We fill it up with volcanic water from the Central Plateau. This water can be anywhere between 200 and 10,000 years old. So we heat this up and then we turn it into a sugar water, and then we move it from here across to the fermenters. And this is where we add distiller's yeast so that we can turn it into what we call low wines. And that's sitting at between 7 and 14% ABV. Once it's fermented and it's done its magic, we move it across to this beauty here. This is our big copper column still, and this is the beast. This can make everything that we need. It makes vodka, whiskey, absinthe, brandy, rum, you name it, we do it. Our specialty at the moment is gin, and we're all about gin. From here we add our botanicals in to the pot, and we're using juniper, we're using coriander seed, grown in Hawke's Bay, and we're using cardamom. The rest of the botanicals we're going to move into our gin basket. So this is where we'll put things like Hawke's Bay grown lemon peel, angelica root, orris root. If we're using rose, we'll use rose petals in here. And again, this is where a lot of our magic happens. So once we start distilling, the vapor in the alcohol is a lot lighter than the vapor in the water. So that vapor will rise through the whiskey head that I showed you before. It'll come across, it'll drop down here, and it'll come back through all of our botanicals, and it'll be soaking up all of the nose and the palate is everything that we want. It'll come back up through here and it'll pop down through the condenser, and it'll pop out here at about 20 degrees. And this is called the parrot beak, and this is where it all comes out. And now from here, we move it into diluting it down. And this is another bit of magic that we really think is unique throughout New Zealand, but also the world, is we source our water from active volcanoes located in the Central Plateau of New Zealand. Middle Earth is what we call it. This water can be anywhere between 200 and 10,000 years old. It's very unique and it's rich in mineral content. Whether we're going to 58% for our Navy strength or down to 44% for our New Zealand dry. This is a big part of our product, and this is something that we really think stands us out from the rest of the crowd.